Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles and the elevated platform of living where we all live. I first want to say to each of you who have received our newsletter yesterday that we were delighted and honored to send you the gift of Robert Young's book, There Is Another Way, a digital flip book that was created. We know the power of that book and the intention to have all of you have access to, in essence, a guidebook. Since we aren't from here, a guidebook on how to operate on this planet. And we hope you share it, enjoy it. And for those of you who will be seeing this or getting this recording, we extend the same to you. And it's our way of saying thank you for your support. And it's a way to advance humanity, which is what the Advancement Center is all about. So the gift of a free gift that can transform your life and those you love and everyone on the planet is a gift for us to give you. So thank you for that, for allowing us to send you that and for receiving it. It is once again Friday update. And that's really the only way, as I said before, that I even know that it's Friday, because the day itself is always new. It holds every possibility, and it actually rejects the name Friday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and all the energy that's around those days that we have added to the day so that Friday has a feeling, but it's not the day. It's what people have created around the day. So this day is new, and it's devoid of any of the structures that you may be feeling around the day. It's a freedom that bypasses everything. And this day has felt different to me. I've felt everything being prepared. I felt everyone moving into their place. The beings, the wind, which is blowing pretty strongly here, the ships in preparation. And there's also a sense of calmness, as in the calm before the storm, except it's not a storm. But there's a calmness, and this day feels like a day of preparation for what's coming. the magnificence that's coming. And if you listen or feel, and you may have already felt this about this day, but I'm transmitting it now, and you can go there as well. To walk among the stars and view the world from the elevated platform of living. It was the title, is the title of this invitation. And we are always walking among the stars. And even as I say those words, you can feel yourself amongst the stars, drifting, watching from that elevated platform where you can see everything. And when you can see everything, there's no reaction to anything because you know. And you can just have that knowing smile under every circumstance. It's like if someone's speaking to you and they're lying, and they'll continue until they realize you see them. And then you'll watch them have to squirm or leave or move from your field. But it's only because they see that you see them. So from the elevated platform and from our place amongst the stars, we see. And that picture has two meanings because even here, we're walking amongst the stars because you are a star. And those around you are stars. But if you stay in the elevated platform, on the elevated platform, you will still be free of anyone's control and free of all reaction because you will have the knowing and you'll see and you can just smile as everything shows up. So that's the space that we live in. That's the space that enhances everyone around us. That's the place where they receive a leg up over the fence, because in your reflection, they have the opportunity to join you where you are on the elevated platform of living. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so wish all of you a happy day after Thanksgiving. It's an interesting holiday, as they all are, because they started maybe with an intention, but the holiday actually, for most, has become another job. You have the day off, but you have to work like crazy to prepare. And there's something about my memories of Thanksgiving, there was always a lot of laughter. And maybe it's the combination of food and drink that disarms everyone and makes it a fun time. But it has become something you have to do or something you should do. And our next little holiday, Christmas, that really takes people into the world of should and have to. And that time clock is punched the day after the new year. And that's unfortunate. But these holidays and Thanksgiving in particular speak to the power of everyone having a similar feeling or intention at one time. And scientists have talked about that, how when they have even 300 people and they focus an intention on caring and love and kindness, that crime decreases that day. Or where there are wars, sometimes ceasefires spring up. So here we are, a nation of millions, and there generally is a calmness over the country on Thanksgiving Day. But it's really an illustration of that power that exists in the collective of humanity. And it is your power. If you can imagine, if you were the president or the head of state of a country, and there's 300 million people in your country, when you see the president there, you can feel the 300 million people. They're just a person, but their office is powered by 300 million people. And if you happen to be driving on the street and a fire truck or police car comes behind you, it's representing a city of maybe 30,000 people. And you say, oh, yeah, I'll pull over, I think. Yeah, I'll pull over. But when the president's motorcade is coming, you quickly pull over. As a matter of fact, you have no chance of even being on the road. But that's the power that's yours. It's a collective humanity that's yours, that walks behind you. And all that we know presidents and heads of state have access to, any scientific data, any musician, any athlete, you have that same access. It's a misstatement that there's copyright infringement or there's intellectual property, because it all belongs to you. It's all available to you. No one owns it. And as you walk all that is at your fingertips. And the power that you see when a president walks in a room is yours times 1,000. And everything they have access to, you do times 1,000. So many beings here right now. To my two co-anchors who sit in this chair every week, I always have to speak of you in the updates. And for me, it continues to be less about what you say and more about who you are. We've been broadcasting. We spoke the other day for 4 months now. And it was shocking to hear that because each time is new. But we have expanded. And I've watched them expand and bring more and more of their power to you so that you can allow it to be in you, so that you can see through their reflection your power, so that you can shine. Each week they sit in this chair and it is their solo that's played. And the others, we hold the melody, just as they are all holding the melody for me right now. And we do this so that you can play your solo as we hold the melody for you. And the music continues to get brighter and louder, like the wind that's blowing now, that's rushing in, stronger and louder. Ushering in what's coming. So for Barbara and Genya, it's just a magnificent honor to share this space with them. We and you are changing at such a rate. It's incredible. So many channels being open in each of us that allow more and more and more to come forward. We are what the computer, we are the prototype that the computer was made from. We have programs running in the foreground, in the background. We are an incredible creation. You can try to remember a movie, a name of a movie, and you can't catch it. And you just go on to the next thing. But that program is running in the background. And all of a sudden, you'll have the answer. And the window will be closed. And a new window will open. The computer has tried to emulate that, but it's cumbersome and slow. There's no way it can keep up with what we're running. It's so amazing. It's so fast. And we all can feel it. They came up with the word multitasking, but it's way beyond that. To be operating multidimensionally and to have windows open and fields here and everywhere. We are beings of magnificent. And I see you as you see me beyond this realm. This is from an excerpt from my book, Change. A magnificent flower. There's something I want to share with you. It's not something new. In fact, you already know. It's that change is always happening. It happens while you're sleeping, while you're walking, while you're talking, while you're laughing, while you're making love, and clearly while you're going to the bathroom. It's the nature of everything. These changes come in many different sizes, shapes, and forms. Most we don't notice, but they all have an effect. Some bring us to the heights of joy, while others the depths of sorrow. But all, every one of them, without exception, leads you to growth, transformation, and becoming who you truly are. I repeat, all, every one of them, without exception, lead you to growth, transformation, and becoming who you truly are. Embrace change, revel in it, look for it, call it forth, for it is coming to you to produce a magnificent flower, a new bloom, one that you didn't know could exist until this very moment. In this new now moment, you have grown, you have transformed, you have transcended who you were, and it is all due to that wonderful fertilizer we call change. It's the best soil ever created, chock full of everything we need: birth, death, marriage, divorce, disease, health, love, hate, new job, lose a job, poor, hurricane, earthquake, tornado, and flood. All these and so many more are vitamins and nutrients that are in this nurturing soul that we know as change. If you embrace it, it will embrace you. But if you resist it, it will become a resistance to you. A resistance to change is a resistance to grow. A resistance to grow is a resistance to life. A resistance to life is a sentence to death. Not a physical death, for that is a release, but this is a death of stuckness, stagnation, hopelessness and despair, and atrophying of your life. I'm betting on you to choose the first path, the path of embracing change, for there you will hear the symphony playing your song of the new you, the true you. Use the gifts that are there for you. Choose the better path and create the new you. You have all power inside of you to do this very thing. Every time there's more light, more limits are removed. And sometimes that comes through a person or a visionary who happens to be in your field. Sometimes it comes through circumstances, but they all form the feeling of change, a shift in how you see things. A releasing, a freeing. And all it requires is to be open and receive with gratitude. This final piece is called Walk Amongst the Stars. Float among the clouds and walk amongst the stars. Untether yourself from all gravitational influence and gently, at the speed of light, return to the playground of your origin. There, you only know yourself as majestic. There, you know yourself as source. Rest there for a moment and feel the essence of your eternal magnificence. And look back and see the utter perfection of everything that has ever been created, destroyed, and created again. Now say goodbye once again to your origin and ride the highway that has been there for eons of time to take you to and fro in the time it takes you to blink your eyes. And as you return, know that there has never been created one like you, with gifts of magic and miracles to free all humankind. But it is your smile and the power that it generates that is your greatest gift. And it is the one that can never be duplicated by any other species ever created. In that one moment when you smile, you are connected to everyone, and the power that is generated is immeasurable. When one smiles at you, the whole world is smiling at you. 7 billion beings, all through our connectedness. And when you truly receive it, you can barely keep from passing out. It's a mystery of mysteries that will never fully be understood, but there is a new level of understanding through your own experiences that is now coming forward to bring you to a higher level of power. Stay amongst the stars and view all things from the elevated platform of living. For from that perspective and from that seeing, you become the true observer, where nothing and no one can affect you. And from there, you can do what you came here to do. Give others a leg up over the fence. Stay tuned, for more is coming. My love for you is great. I send you perfect life, perfect health, and a perfectly magic future. Thank you.